Hey dolls! So today I'm going to talk about my hair color. I get quite a lot of questions about my hair color, how I got it this bright, how I maintain it, what colors do I use, do I need to use bleach, can I just use a high lift of the L'Oreal High Lift red color. I have all your answers to your numerous questions that I get asked on a day-to-day basis, either on my Instagram, on my Twitter, or my YouTube. About a few years back, I posted a video how to get from black hair to red hair without any bleach. That video has over close to about 80,000 views. I'm very proud of it. The video, if you haven't seen it yet, go way back when I was a baby YouTuber and before I went to cosmetology school. I'm still in cosmetology school. The only thing, I nailed it though, because knowing my knowledge of color, I nailed it. But the only thing I would change in that video was the developer. I use a 30 volume developer for that process, and that's the reason why I was getting uneven colors, because I was dyed black. So if you are artificially dyed jet black or all those fashion colors, I call them fashion colors, but like Manic Panic or Color Jams or anything that is like a permanent dye, like those colors, maybe a rinse out or whatever, they're still a dye. So they're very hard to get out by using those L'Oreal high color highlights. Those high color highlights are considered high lifts. What high lifts are, a dye that lifts and deposits color. By using a high volume such as 30 or 40, it's going to lift your hair but also deposit color. So if you have some areas of your hair that it's very overly, if it's processed so much with dark colors, it's going to seem darker at some parts and lighter in some areas because it's going to lift and also deposit color. So that's where you see uneven color, because there are some processed dye on your hair, like old dye. So that's why some people were getting like hot, like very bright on top, and then was just so dark on the bottom, is because this is old hair. And if you've been dyeing your hair black, dark brown, medium brown, blue, green, yellow, pink, red, purple, you are not going to attempt that bright red color in one process, especially even if you use a 40 developer. Now, high lifts use a double process. It's double developer, which is one box of hair dye, double the developer. So it's like 1 ounce of hair dye and you use 2 ounces, either 30 or 40. The only thing I would have changed in my video is I should have used a 40 developer, a double 40. By saying double 40 doesn't mean it creates an 80 volume. That is not the case. A double 40 is using 2 ounces of 40 developer. It ain't going to add up to 80 volume. There's no such thing as an 80 volume. They do go up now to 50 volume in hair dye in developer, which is pretty crazy. Now, getting back to getting this color. I simply bleached my whole head. Now, I don't have most of the products here, but I'm just going to tell you what to buy, and I'm also going to list the products down below how I got this hair color. Okay, you're going to get yourself a packet of bleach. Now, these are for my girls that are dyed dark black, dyed black, dyed dark brown, dyed medium brown, and all my fashion colors. So if you have blue, if you have green, if you have purple, if you have pink, anything in your hair that you have dyed, the high lift is only going, the L'Oreal High Lift is only going to lift and deposit so much that you're going to need straight up bleach. So you can get, depending on the integrity of your hair, you really need to really see if your hair is strong enough for a 40 volume. My hair, I did a packet of bleach, quick white bleach with a 40 developer. I didn't use 2 ounces of developer, I only used 1 ounce of developer because you do not need a double 40 for bleach on your hair. You could use a 40 volume if you are, because like I said, I'm not going to tell you like to use a 40 because it depends on the integrity of your hair. I would use a 40 developer and leave it on for about a half hour. You really only need to lift your hair up to a level, say 7 or 8, which is like dark blonde to medium blonde. I think medium, like a level 8 is fine. So if you have virgin hair, you can use the L'Oreal High Lift and use a double 30 or double 40. You can do that. Or if you do not have virgin hair, you're going to need to bleach your hair out. You're going to need to lighten it. So what you're going to need is the bleach, the 40 developer, which I used, and you're going to part your hair 4 ways. You're going to part it down the middle, and you're going to have your front pieces and then your back pieces. You need someone to help you. If you're not good with bleach, you're going to need someone to help you with this, because I'm going to tell you how to apply the bleach the right way. So when you apply the bleach, you are not going to put it on your roots. Want to know why? It's because of body heat, and this is virgin hair. As you can tell, I'm getting roots right now. So if I would have to strip this whole red hair out, which I would never do ever again, you're going to take your, this is not the brush, this is like an ombre brush, but you're going to take a bigger brush, and you're going to dip into the bleach, and you're going to apply it where your artificial color is, and you're going to put the bleach all down. Do not touch your roots. I would say about here, I would start the bleaching, bring it down. I start bleaching my whole head. Then when your whole head is covered in bleach, I go back and I do my roots. Do your roots the last minute, because that's your virgin hair and that's body heat, and it's going to process faster than your ends, because you want your ends to be processed. I would leave the bleach on for about, say, a half hour, 40 minutes. I would check it 20 minutes. Probably by the time you're done with your hair, check wherever you started. If you're seeing it lifting really fast, apply the bleach to your roots right away. I leave the bleach on for 30 minutes. Rinse the bleach off. The color I have on my head is the Ion Color Brilliance. I think it's 7R. It is intense, light, red blonde. You can apply this dye with a 10 developer or a 20 developer. I used a 20, but you can use a 10 developer because you're just depositing color, you ain't lifting. So I would definitely either use a 20 or a 10. I used a 20, which is fine. You can use that. After you come out of the shower, you can apply the hair color with wet hair. You can apply it with wet hair. You don't have to dry your hair. So once you come out of the shower, you wash all the bleach off. You're going to mix your mixture of your 7R, which is, or 7RV. I'll link it down below, but I know it's the Ion Color Brilliance Intense Red Blonde. It's the lightest red they have. You mix it with your 20 developer, and you put it on from scalp to ends. You don't need to do your roots last. You can put it on your roots to tip. Leave it on for about 30 to 40 minutes. Rinse it off and you style as usual, and you will have your bright red hair. I used the 40 on my head, and I needed a haircut because I've been going back to red to brown to red to red, and it was just overly processed. If your hair is overly processed, mostly at your ends, it's going to look like spaghetti. It's going to look like worms. Like, it's just going to look, you're going to know when it's over processed. Like when you put the hair color on, like your ends are just pink and then everything else is just red. So that's when you know your ends are over processed and you need a haircut. Now, to help maintain the hair, I just picked up the Riveting Reds. This is actually my tried and true. I picked up the shampoo and conditioner. I would maybe stick with just the shampoo, just not the conditioner, because I really don't care for the conditioner. I mean, it is a red based conditioner, as you could tell. It's either or. I mean, I would maybe just get the shampoo, because really the shampoo is the one that strips the hair color the most. So I would just pick up, if you can't buy two, I would definitely get both of them, because Riveting Reds is amazing. But I would, if you had to just pick one, I would just get the shampoo. Now, if you don't want to get that and you want to try something different, I have another option for you. You could shampoo as usual and just pick up, I got this at school. This is the JOICO Vero K-Pack, the color intensity, and it's in red. Or you could just pick up a Manic Panic or Color Jams in any red color you want. And what I do with this is I take this in the shower. As you can tell, it's like a reddish pink. I like this color. Well, it smells like cherries. I do love this color. Like, we use this at school. And it's a red color right there. And what I do is I shampoo as usual, and then I mix this color with my conditioner. Mix it all up. Put it through my hair. Let it sit as long as I can make it. As long as I leave it, the better. Just let it sit in your hair, then rinse it off, and that's how you maintain your red color. Red color is very high maintenance. It is so hard to keep. The first time you wash your hair, the color just strips and strips and strips. You're going to need to get retouched every 4 weeks, because your roots are going to start growing in. My roots are growing in. And it's time to refresh. I love red hair. I love my redhead. I love my red hair. I can't see me in any other color but this color. This bright red hair is just for me. I love it. It's me. I'm Dana. I'm not Dana. I used to be Dana with the black hair, but now it's like I'm Dana with the red hair. Like, I can't go any other color. Like, it just doesn't fit me. Like, this is my color, and I'm gonna get brighter. It's gonna get pinkier. Like, I'm gonna mix mixtures up. I'm gonna do different things, but this is me. This is my color. I showed you how to attempt the color, how to get it. You're gonna need a lightener, especially for you girls that dye your hair. If you are blonde, you don't need to lift your hair. You could just put the color on top and you're good to go. But anything that is darker than a level 7, I would say, 7 or 8. Like, if you want to get the bright red, you need about a level 8 to a 10. If you go to Sally's, like, when I say levels, it's your level system. So from 1 to 10. So when you go to the Sally's and you see the colors from 1 to 10, that's your levels. So 1 is black, 10 is like platinum blonde. So yeah, you want to get about, if you want the bright red, I would say about an 8. If you have like an ombre, which I had the dark and then the blue, you're gonna need to bleach it. Don't use the L'Oreal High Lift. Do not use it, because it's gonna be uneven, because you got one color here, you got another color here. You're gonna have to lift that blue up, or purple or green or whatever. So you're gonna need to bleach it. When you do that, I would definitely don't do your roots, but like I told you, do from here. Bring it down to where your ombre starts. Do not do the ombre right away. Just do wherever the darkness is or whatever. I'm actually going to be doing a retouch video. When I do my retouch of my roots, I'm going to show you how I retouch it. For that video, it's going to come up really soon because I got to do my roots. And I'll show you how I retouch and refresh and recharge this red hair. So that is it. That's the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it was very informative. Like I said, if you have any questions, always contact me, and I am happy to answer your questions. And I still answer questions from my previous video. Like, I have almost 80,000 views on that video, so it was pretty awesome. So that is it. That's the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and like always, thumbs up this video. Leave me a comment or questions or whatever. And also follow me on Twitter at Dana Catalano and my Instagram at MetalBarbieXO. My links are always down below. So go check it out. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to become one of my members in my doll army. I love you guys all, and remember, be strong, be different, and be creative. Bye, dolls.